That's all right. I just want to let you know no, it's okay. Your brake light on the left side is not working.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No worries. Quick tour of Blacktown. That's where I went to high school. Patricia and Brothers College, Blacktown. 6 of the years of my life. This place has changed so much. That used to be a McDonald's. On my right is Blacktown Hospital. This Ford deal has been there as long as I can remember. And on my left where you see all these units, these flats, used to be just paddocks with some horses and stuff in there when I was a kid, barbed wire fence. And somewhere about here I got hit by a car and sent flying that way. I was following my brothers about. They crossed to halfway and I kept going. I was on one of my brother's bike. The bike went under the car and I went on top of the car, fortunately. I did not bleed, I didn't have a broken bone. The car had 3 flat tyres, I'm not sure what sort of other damage. So I got out of it relatively unscathed. I had a bruise on my ankle. I was knocked unconscious and was taken straight into the hospital, which is directly across the road. This was old Louis' shop right there. This is the street I grew up on. It's called Arana Avenue, 7 Hills. And we used to sing, I'm gonna rock down to Arana Avenue. That was the tailor's place, Waldo's place, and here we are, the old Stevenson's place. This is the house I grew up in. Right here, there's a motorbike out front. Changed so much. That's my childhood home right there. Basically my first 21 years. That's a new house. First 21 years of life in that house. Some great memories and some absolute shit memories at the same time, but that's life. Wow, this street looks smaller than I used to feel. I was telling you about riding a bike around the block, getting up to about 120 k's an hour. Well, this is the block, this is the circuit. I'm going to get away from here before people think I'm weird. Well, weirder than I actually am. Oldfield Road. I went to a Catholic school, in case you didn't realise from earlier, saying St. Pat's, Patricia and Brothers. And around here was some public school kids. And they used to always say, Catholics are spastics, when we used to walk home from school. So we used to walk home from school along this route here. Right there, we used to sit on their front yard on those rocks there and chuck our sandwiches that we didn't want to eat on their lawn. Oh, they must have been sick to death of our sandwiches. This was a goat track when I was a kid. 7 Hills Road. Didn't even have gutters on the side, wasn't even sealed. And this is where I went to primary school, kindergarten to year 4. It used to be called Our Lady of Lourdes, now it's just called Lourdes. Looks like there's something going on here tonight, maybe some Christmas carols or something. Yeah, they got their Christmas pageant on. My father actually built some of the buildings in that school. Spent a lot of time knocking around these suburbs with friends on bikes, skateboards, playing sports. Used to catch butterflies in that park with Michael O'Rourke. A lot. Butterflies, grasshoppers, praying mantis. Oh, one night we had a big party. And that park there, oh my god, the party was just over here somewhere. Yeah, underage having a party. I think it was in that hall down there that you can see on the right, that green building. Not sure how well it's going to show up in this light, it's getting dark. It's possibly in there. It was either there or in one of these side streets here, but that's where the fight was, in the park down there. And there was every Tom, Dick and Harry going for it. It was crazy. Bunch of underage teenagers drinking and fighting. This is the old BMX track up ahead. Just on the other side of the BMX track is where Scotty Carpo used to live. Not much of a BMX track anymore. Right, Ellie Carpenter, his daughter, the Australian Socceroo. Australian female soccer player, Ellie Carpenter. That's my mate's daughter. My favourite story about this area is there used to be the Mr. Whippy van, the ice cream van that drove around playing Greensleeves. And we used to sing out Mr. Rip-Off on our push bikes. And one particular day he'd had enough and he started chasing us all around the neighbourhood. We were cutting through parks and alleyways all over this place. It was hilarious. And this field down here, which is no longer a soccer field, was where I learned how to play soccer. And this was my favourite place in the world. But I can't tell you how many times I've done laps around that oval for mucking around with my mates. This is where I spent many nights training and many weekends playing the game of soccer. I was the youngest player in the club to get the 100 games trophy because I played 2 years of under sixes. Lots of memories in this place. A couple of fond memories in that car park over there, which we won't talk about. Just over here was a skate shop called Get Rad Skate Shop, owned by John Gray. And it used to be our hangout when we were teenagers. We'd hang out here. I can't remember which shop, it was somewhere there. This is where I grew up. This is Seven Hills. It has changed so much. Wino in the park. I still had my indicator on. That's pretty smart. This is the shopping centre. Used to skateboard here like crazy, especially with my mate Andy. This was one place we could go when it was raining and we'd still be able to ride our skateboards. Thank you for not reversing out on me. It's very kind. Is this Endeavour? Federal. This is a dead end. It doesn't go anywhere, but I'm going to go down that way anyway. Not sure if we'll get to see the exact location, but just behind this building here, there's a railway bridge where the trains can go over and under. You can just see it there. That's it there. I'm pretty sure that's the bridge where my brother was electrocuted. They used to sit up under the bridge there and watch the trains go above and below. My brother was 9 years old at the time. He was with my older brother and a friend. And Mark touched the electric cable there and was getting electrocuted, so my older brother hit his arm away, but my brother was unconscious from the amount of electricity. You could imagine the voltage. It's the amount of electricity it takes to run trains. So I'm not going to tell the whole story. Long story short, my brother was electrocuted right there. He survived. He had one of his arms amputated, his right arm, and it burnt out his hip joint on his right side where the electricity was going to earth. Missed all of his major organs. He did spend 9 months in plaster from his ankle up to his chest so he could heal. Imagine how traumatic that would be for a 9-year-old kid. How cool is that? Alright, that's about the end of my nostalgia ride. I'm going to go home now. I hope you learned a little bit more about me. So thanks for watching. Thank you to all of my subscribers for your support, all the positive comments that you give down below. I'm really glad I started this YouTube channel so that I can make new friends. And that's pretty much what's happening. Developed a great little group of friends here, and thank you all. You know the drill by now. Until next time, be good to each other. Chewie out. Peace.